Hey everyone, this is Holly from Hot Humble Pie. We're going to be showing you all the things you can make with Dollar Tree solar lights. How many of you are disappointed that you missed these awesome Dollar Tree solar lights? Well, you don't have to be, and I'm going to show you why. Go into the Dollar Tree and grab 2 of these lanterns or however many you want. See the bottom there? It pops right out. So go ahead and pop it out and then turn it over upside down, and you see that top? Well, that top does not fit into the stakes that actually come with the solar lights from Dollar Tree, but the broomstick. Yep, thank you, Sarah Jane. These broomsticks, you can cut them with a silly little saw just like this. This one is actually from Harbor Freight. I found it online for $11.99. That's a great deal. So look at that. That fits perfect. And all you have to do is glue it on with a strong glue like E6000 or super glue and take it outside. And I sprayed mine with this paint right here. I just took it out of my backyard, staked it, and gave it a quick coat of black spray. Of course, you can spray it in any color that goes with your decor. And then you pop that solar light in the top and you get this beautiful result right here. Isn't that gorgeous? And it gives off a lot of light in the evening too. Totally beautiful look. For this next one, we're going to use a Dollar Tree planter pot and some of the pool noodles. Now, the exciting thing is that we can cut the broomstick. It is metal, but it's so thin that I wasn't even sure when I was cutting it whether it was metal or not. I would recommend goggles though, just so that you don't get metal shards in your eye. Like, I didn't see any, but you never know. And definitely sweep after you're done, vacuum, make sure you don't have anything left on the ground, especially if you have pets or even yourself. You don't want to step on anything sharp. But I'm just cutting the pool noodles down because I'm going to create a planter that has artificial plants. I am not a green thumb, you guys, unfortunately. So I really rely on artificial greenery in my front yard to make it come alive. And I try to pick ones that look real so nobody knows. Nobody usually does know. But this is a great hack. You just glue the pool noodles down there with a bunch of hot glue. I'm using Surebonder glue, which is supposed to work for glass and plastic. And then you pour some of the Dollar Tree rocks in, or you can collect rocks if you have them to hold it down like a weight. And that foam works so that you can stake your greenery in. But you notice there I had to take an extra little cylinder tube for the solar light because if you just stick them in the pool noodles with the stakes, they do wobble around. So you do need the thickness, like the broomstick thickness. And I just did 3 solar lights all together, and then I'm taking my greenery and I'm utilizing that foam. It makes great floral foam, and I'm just staking it in there, and voila, look at that statement piece. And it is a statement piece on my front porch because the solar lights are staggered. That's what's so awesome. Once you know that these poles are easy to cut, sky's the limit. It's so much fun. So here's a Dollar Tree jar that's made a big statement, very popular in the solar light hack industry here on YouTube, and for good reason. It makes a stunning design from having those extra little engravings on the glass. So if you can't find this at your Dollar Tree, I'm going to show you how to make something similar. Just grab a jar from your kitchen and get some old fish nets. Now, I got a package of 4 for $5 from Amazon. You can shop around. Sometimes even the Dollar Tree offers them in the kids section around Halloween. It just depends. But just stick your jar into a fishnet stocking, and you can actually stop here. You can stretch this and tie it in a knot and hang it, and it will still get enough light for your solar light to work. But I wanted to go ahead and finish mine off, so I'm going to go ahead. Be careful. That's low heat, by the way. That's low heat hot glue, and I've been doing it for a long time. Don't try that at home without a doctor's note. But I'm going to go ahead and braid this long enough here to make 2 handles for mine because I want these to have handles. And this is a great like Pirates of the Caribbean look for summer, and it's also really compatible with fall as well into Halloween. So this is just an awesome solar light to do. I love this look. So I'm singeing off all the hairs. They drive me nuts, and I'm going to use some of the Dollar Tree designer twine right here first to wrap around the top. I am using Surebonder glue again. It's supposed to stick to glass, so I wanted to have some more for the handle to stick on to besides just glass. So now I'm pulling my fishnet over that. I'm going to pull it up and just twist it at the top and secure it with a little bit of masking tape to get it out of my way, and I'm going to glue these handles on. And for those of you that joined me in my last shopping video, I was talking about the Dollar Tree makeup spatula that I have used for the last 3 years that is, well, it's right there, that is wonderful for preventing your fingers from being burned, and it would release the glue. However, they have changed their formula. Either it's not 100% silicone or it's cheap silicone, but the hot glue does not release off of it anymore. And I didn't know this till I went and bought some more because I had stocked up with the old ones. I was really disappointed. And I found this spatula during that Shot With Me video, and it is definitely very close to the original Dollar Tree spatula that I bought and is working great. So just a heads up for you guys that love to have good tools while you're crafting. So I'm using a little bit of the hot glue to glue the solar lights on top. Highly recommended because check this out. There are raindrops on top of this. That's right. This has been through 2 thunder and lightning storms. April showers bring spring flowers, and it is holding up great. And it's because the hot glue is underneath and protected underneath the solar light little ledge there. And I recommend hot glue because that way when it does burn out, you can just pop it off. In other words, it's strong enough to hold it on against the elements like wind and rain, but when you're ready to change them out, it's easy to pop off and replace them. But this came up absolutely stunning. I am so pleased with this DIY. And of course, we have to talk about the humble but awesome mason jar because you can use mayonnaise jars for this. And so look how you can level these up just by adding some water and some flowers in there. You can add food coloring. You can add real rose petals. If you have real rose petals, that's always really beautiful, or any petal off any flower. Of course, the Dollar Tree gems and the rocks that they sell make stunning pieces as well. Not sure if anybody has covered these jars from Dollar Tree's new Shoreline collection, but they lend themselves to solar lights. They totally fit solar lights, and they have that metal handle, which is awesome. But I did hang them outside for one day, and I brought them back in because, as you can see, the solar lights kind of are wobbly. They don't really hold up with the wind. They were all wonky looking, so I brought them in, hot glued them, and took them back outside, and they're working perfect, and they're absolutely beautiful. Now, if you can't find these, you can always take some school glue and some food coloring and paint a mayonnaise jar and get different colors like this. It all works, but it's an absolutely beautiful show when you use different colors for solar lights. So now we're going to have fun playing around with Dollar Tree glassware and plasticware in different combinations to show you all the beautiful looks you can get using solar lights. Like, check that out right there. That's a little lamp, and it's just a vase and a margarita glass with a plastic bowl on top of it and a solar light. Here I am using some gems inside that little vase, and I'm just changing out the lamp shades, and then I'm going to switch over to a tiki masala jar. That saves a little bit of money. I get them from Aldi's, but I love those because the labels wash off in the dishwasher with like 0 effort, so they're awesome. But I love that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, these Dollar Tree little plastic jars are a must-have if you are going to play around with solar light hacks. They fit the lights perfectly. They are unbreakable, safe for outdoor use, versatile, and honestly, they solved quite a few challenges that I had when I was coming up with different creations for solar lights. Check this lamp out. If you are into modern decor, this is an absolutely stunning lamp. If I saw this even outdoors at a hotel on their table with their patio furniture, I would think, wow. So if you could do this at home, even more wow. If you take that margarita glass and a free jar and just throw a rose in there, some kind of floral, and this lampshade. I love this lampshade, by the way. It's my favorite one because I did notice when I was building these that this lampshade gave off the most light because it's just totally see-through, and I love it. It kind of looks like it sparkles. I love it. And there's a Dollar Tree vase underneath that jar for a different look. This actually looks like a real lamp, and you could add flowers under there. You could add another solar light in a jar. Totally beautiful. Here comes the next awesome set of Dollar Tree combinations because these sets are made entirely out of plastic. So they are kid-friendly, pet-friendly, and outdoor-friendly. And I'm just showing you how you can really elevate these just by adding florals in there. I did boxwood, lavender, spring flowers, palm, and there's your modern lamp right there with palm. Look at how high-end that looks. And again, my personal favorite, that lampshade, I think it's beautiful. And if you want to save some money, and who doesn't, just grab 2 jars out of your kitchen that you saved. I would like the jar on the bottom to be bigger. I wanted a mayonnaise jar, but unfortunately I didn't have one, but more this concept right here where the bottom is bigger. That's another combination, by the way. But a super cute look to tie it together and give it more security is just to wrap some nautical rope around the center. Okay, so what happens when you have a favorite jar that you want to use, but the top is way too big for your Dollar Tree solar lights? Well, I have a hack for you. You just take some twine, wrap it around, make the hole big enough for your solar light, and glue it on the top, and voila, you can absolutely use your solar light on any vase you want. You do not have to go around the Dollar Tree and check for different sizes with different jars. If you already have things at home that you absolutely love and you want to light up, this is one of the hacks you can do. And if you have something huge like this, what if you find like a vase that's totally tall, again, can't get it in there, and maybe the wrapping of the twine won't look so good? Another thing you can do is just use one of the Dollar Tree plastic bowls and take your hot glue gun or a soldering tool and melt a hole in the top of that, and then put your solar light through that way, and then pop it on top of that tall vase. It would be a statement piece. The next thing we're going to light up is an actual light bulb I found at the Dollar Tree. Now, when I bought these, I was hoping the solar light would fit down the center. It didn't, unfortunately, so I took this saw and just cut the top off. Hopefully next year, you never know, maybe they'll watch my video and they'll say, we need to make those bigger. So even the front part with the hole there, if it was bigger and we could get one of those plastic jars that I talked about, as being a must-have for solar lights, you could put the solar light into the plastic jar and then put that in the light bulb and hang the actual light bulb up there. But I did find a workaround that creates an awesome idea for you as well. So I took some nautical rope and some twine, and you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to wrap the nautical rope around the twine. So I tied little loops on either side with the twine into a knot, and then the loops are there just so that it's longer, I guess, and sturdier. So when it hangs, hopefully it won't drop. So far, so good. Added some rocks from the Dollar Tree. You can use any color you want. And then I pushed some succulents in them. These are going to be like little mini succulent gardens that light up. They're totally cute. Check this out. The next idea is another one I was really excited about. You can take these bell cloches right here, cut a hole at the top of them, and then I just wrapped some nautical rope on the top. There you go, right there, just to make it more secure, and light up anything you want, especially if it's something you want to protect from the elements, if you're using it for a garden like you're supposed to. But I was actually going to make a fairy garden for my daughter and surprise her. I'm still going to make it, but I'm not going to be able to do it with the cloche because I went to the Dollar Tree. They don't have any more, and unfortunately, when I was blow drying it on low, look at that, it warped. But I'm still going to show you what it looks like, because this is definitely in like the top 5 Dollar Tree solar light hacks. It looks awesome. Now you can snap those off if you want and just use the light. I love it with the crystal part. I think it looks more magical. Going to be making something really cute with this scalloped container that you can get for $1.25 and a Dollar Tree sign. So the first thing you do is you have to remove that sticker, and you don't want to warp the plastic. So I did use a heat gun, but it's on low, so I removed the sticker, and then just grab something that is approximately the size of the solar light that you want to use and use it as a template. Trace a circle on top. Next, I used my glue gun just to poke holes in, and this did clog my glue gun, but I was going to get rid of this glue gun anyway. It's on its last leg. See, but I'm just melting hole after hole after hole, and then you can just punch it out. If you have a hot knife, even better, or any way that you want to cut a hole in the plastic, but you just need to get a hole up there in the top of the plastic. And this was super easy to do, by the way. And I'm showing you here how cute it is when it's see-through like this, because you can actually use a Dollar Tree sign for different seasons. I mean, they have so many different signs with pretty stuff on the front, but I wanted to use a plain sign, so that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to mark where I want to make my holes. So first I use those lines as like my template or my guide, and I marked holes there, and then I went and marked it on the board as well. And I'm just using a screwdriver. This is literally a pointy screwdriver, nothing fancy, and I just twist back and forth, and you can puncture holes into these boards super easy. So remember, if you do use a glue gun like me, use an old one that you don't care about, because the plastic does get crammed up into the center, but I'm just melting holes in there. I'm taking Dollar Tree wire and I'm just going to thread it through. You're guessing it here. We're going to hang it this way because this is going to be outside. I do live where there's 4 seasons. I don't trust glue to do this. You could use some E6000 if you don't have extreme weather and temperature changes. I just do. So everything is going to be tied on with a wire for this one, you guys. But I'm I'm using some duct tape to hold that down, and then I wanted to add some florals to this, so I just grabbed some colors I thought was pretty, and I'm wrapping it up with some masking tape. Next, I'm going to cut the wires off at the bottom with wire cutters. We're going to grab some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cover that masking tape with the nautical rope and glue it into place. So again, we have to make this for my weather where I live, so poking holes again, and this time we're using 16 gauge copper wire. This one comes from Walmart, and we're going to make like a permanent little cup there, I guess, so that I can change out my florals for the seasons, right? I can put pine in there and berries for Christmas, fall leaves. This is totally changeable for every season. It is so cool. Then take that solar light and pop that baby in, and you are good to go. Look at this. This is literally a 4-season solar light hack. If you have a place that gets sun all year round, again, change out your florals. Make it Christmas, make it fall, make it spring, whatever you want. And look, it even goes on the front door beautifully. You don't need to rely on a porch light. You got light all the time. I love this one. Let me know what you think. Not into the florals and the whole cottage kind of look? No problem. I've got one for you right here. Look how lucky I got too. The paper just tore off, but just grab a Dollar Tree sign and paint it black. That's all we're going to do here. And then we're going to grab one of those Dollar Tree napkin holders. You got it right here. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. We're just going to take that screwdriver, puncture 2 holes through, and then use some Dollar Tree wire to tie this on. And boom, you are going to have an awesome minimalist type solar light holder here. Look at that. You just pop it in. And it is so clean. I actually like this look too. So if you like Magnolia, Crate and Barrel, Anthropology, or even when Target kind of pushes, you'll buy like a lamp at Target and it will show like decor on the front. You can see it's like a minimalist look. This is perfect for that kind of style. It is totally styling it. So for this one, you're just going to grab these Dollar Tree jars. They come in different sizes. I chose the smaller one, and you will see at the end why I did that, but you can make a decision about which size you want. And you're going to remove the sticker. Again, I'm just using my heat gun. This one is definitely on a little tougher, so I did have to get some acetone, and I used some rubbing alcohol, and I just took the rest of the goo off. And then we're going to grab those simple planter, these are like planter pots when you're starting to grow a new plant. I'm using them as a base. You can make up anything you want here and be creative. This just worked for me, and I had it on hand. So I just cut it down like this, about 1 inch, because I'm after that hole, because as you can see visually, that's about the right size of the bottom of the solar light. So it's going to be like a perfect little stand. Then I just took some really good quality hot glue and glued it down. Now I'm going to put the solar lights in the center, and all you do now is take some of the Dollar Tree rocks, pour them around the edge, and boom, it covers up. You don't even really see the brown pot anyway, because it blends in with the earth tone little rocks that I got. And I screw these back on. Now they are weatherproof, they sparkle. You can put these on the center of a table. I think the tall ones would look really awesome for that. I chose little butterfly solar lights because they're new to me and I thought they're fun. But the reason I wanted these small like this is because I actually end up putting them down on my step. I have a step on my front porch that I am always tripping over, and it's super dangerous. And I thought, you know what, we don't have any street lights on my street because I live out in the country, and this is going to solve the problem. Look how beautiful that is. And you know what, you can rain on it all day long, no problem. These are totally safe and secure. This is actually a vitamin C bottle that I just bought, like an extra large one. I think I got it at Aldi's, and I saved it because I knew it would come in handy. And for outdoor DIYs, plastic bottles are great, especially if they're hanging, because I do have strong winds here because, again, I'm out in the country. So I'm always worried these are going to go flying down my street. So I always end up securing things or weighing them down with rocks or doing something. So this time I chose to use a plastic one, and I'm doing the same hot glue gun trick. I'm just poking some holes on the side and then further up where like the grooves are, and that's where I'm going to go ahead and thread through my wire. And I am using the 16 gauge wire from Walmart for this, and we're going to go ahead and make a little handle. Next, grab one of these plant hangers from Dollar Tree. They're super thick, actually for the price of $1.25. They're pretty thick and sturdy. I really like them. And then I grabbed one of these because not only do I live where there's 4 seasons, I also have some risk of tornado. So we get strong winds here. So I like to keep track of the wind, and when it's dark with no street lights, you can't see outside. So no problem. We're going to take this off and pop it on the end. It fits perfect there. I did use a little hot glue to secure it later. And then I just hung my jar right there, popped the solar light in it, and I mean, it works perfect, you guys. So when I went out there, it wasn't windy at first, but the wind kind of started to kick up. You'll see in a minute, it starts to spin, and I can see it because it's lit up. So now when it's dark, I will be able to tell here we go. There she blows. I will be able to tell what's going on with the wind, whether I need to bring some things indoors or not, but I love this one. Super cute. Some of you might remember from my shopping video, I grabbed a bunch of these, not last summer, the summer before. I still have so many good ideas. I just never had time to get around to making some DIYs with these. But I went ahead and I cut these up like this. Now, one of the biggest complaints I hear about this is that the sides don't match. One side will be thin, one side will be thicker. And how I handle that is I just cut them down to be both thin. Problem solved. So these already have a natural little hole at the bottom, which makes it really convenient. And I'm just taking more of the Dollar Tree black wire. Again, this is going outside, so everything is reinforced with wire. And I did reinforce the back with glue. I'm not sure that was totally necessary, but I thought it can't hurt. So I went ahead and put some glue, you know, the hot glue right along the edge there. And then I also painted that blue just to make it a little bit more inconspicuous, but you can skip that part if you want. And there I'm painting the sides. Next, you're going to want to grab those extra large zip ties from Dollar Tree because they look kind of like a little ring, or they just look nicer. They look almost like metal, I guess. Remember, this is going to be in the dark. People aren't going to see these details anyway, so you totally don't have to freak out about it. But you just tie those on, you stick your solar lights in, and this is indoors because it's really dark. This is going in my backyard. So it's really dark as I'm backing up on the forest, and I wasn't sure how much you would be able to see it on the wall. But here it is. It's going to help so much. Last year I walked into a spider web. I opened my sliding glass door because I forgot to turn my light on, and this hopefully will prevent that, but it's absolutely beautiful on my wall. I am so happy with how these turned out. For this one, you're going to grab a Dollar Tree wire basket. Now, I thought I was such a genius thinking of this, but when I looked up this basket online to see if I could order another one, I actually found that there were some people who had done this. So I just recently discovered that, but hey, I didn't see anyone do it the way I'm going to do it. But I did notice when I was at the Dollar Tree, that little hole at the bottom is perfect for the solar light. Now, what I did is I ordered these vines from Amazon right here. And as you can see, they are very thin, and I'm just going to weave this garland through like a basket and make it kind of green like that and hang it in my tree. That's what I'm going to do. You do have to leave the top open, obviously, because the battery needs to charge. Another idea I had was turning it upside down, because these are hooks on here and you can unhook them, and you can turn this upside down and then weave through nautical rope and actually have like a little basket looking chandelier hanging, and that would look really pretty on a patio. So now here's the one I came across online. That's when I realized other people were working with this basket. This is from My Repurposed Life. She got some jewels and hung it and put the light like this. Again, you could use it just upside down like that and make a hanging basket chandelier that would look really pretty. And this is just an online store that I found, and I thought you absolutely could do this with Dollar Tree. You just get your mason jar with this little handle and S hook, loop it through the chains at the top, and whatever you decide to put in that Dollar Tree basket, you can light it up. You know, I am really starting to love these candle holders from the Dollar Tree. They are so versatile. They were originally a Halloween candlestick, but you can find them all year round now. And you know what? I took the little butterfly one and just laid it on top. You could glue it there, another option. And if you want to finish it off a little bit and polish it, just add one of those basket wires, and that way it won't block the butterfly. But there are so many neat things you can do with those. And last but not least are these mirrors from Dollar Tree. They come in all different shapes and sizes. But again, if you love clean, minimalist looks or modern decor, they are perfect for little mini centerpieces on a patio table. If you were having some kind of event at your house and you needed to set up multiple tables, this is a great way to put light down the table. You just glue your solar light on there with a little bit of glue, add some stones, and boom. You don't even have to add the stones because the mirror actually reflects the light and looks pretty too, but it is such an easy thing to do and such a high-end look. I always have so much fun working with Dollar Tree solar lights. The possibilities are literally endless on how you can modify them to make it fit your personal home decor. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more solar light hacks, here's another video I think you'll enjoy watching next.